Welcome back. We're wrapping up our first show back from the Christmas break with Durant coach Jim Weisrock. Let's move ahead. Another home duel last Thursday. Tipton and Comanche come in. Kind of same thing. It's conference team, conference preview team. You guys unfortunately came out on the short end of what I would think, especially Tipton, but Comanche was close too. Final scores were 40-32 loss to Tipton and 49-34 loss to Comanche. Against Tigers, you guys were right in there. You guys had a run from basically 113 with Aaron. Then they had 120 was open, and then from 126 to 145, you guys had the wins on those. At that point, you guys were ahead 32 to 28, and in control. However, unfortunately, how it goes sometimes, Tipton's kind of hammer, sort of say, or waiting for you at 152 with Mitch Chapman and 160 with Cole Cook. Chapman got the pin over Austin Bartenhagen, so the score was 34-32. So you're still having a chance if somehow Kyle can get a decision out of that. Now, early on in this match, I think Kyle stunned the world. Not saying that's not impossible, but Cole Cook, returning state qualifier, kind of steady wrestler, but I think Kyle got him on his back very quickly and easily could have pinned him. Easily. It was not, if this, he was on his back for a few seconds. Just trying to get him down and pin him. And to Cook's credit, he fought out of that, but still, I covered Tipton too, and I thought Cole was in trouble.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I think that we've been working a lot with Kyle on scramble positions and how he can keep his hips in good position and use his hips more. He's a pretty athletic kid, a real athletic kid, and we're trying to get to the point where he's using that athleticism to his benefit, and I think it showed against the Cole Cook match where he wasn't able to finish, but he was in good position and put him in put Cole in a precarious position, if no better word. But we've been working a lot on those scramble positions and trying to come out on top on those scramble positions, and it seems to be working. So we're happy with his performance. Obviously we don't want a loss ever, but he wrestled hard and had him in a position where he could have maybe finished him if he was in a little better position on top too.
he had 8 points, it was 17-8 halfway through the second period, and that's when Cook pinned him. But hey, 8 points against a state qualifier, you'll take that.
Anytime.
Levi Nowitzki got a 7-0 decision at 285. That was a pretty important match at that time.
Very much so.
Chase had to withdraw at 106. I think those guys might see each other sometime down the road, possibly.
I'm thinking more than once. Two pretty good kids. Chase has had some lingering knee issues that kind of flared up on that match, and I know Eric's a good kid. He's a goer, is what we call him.
Even in the Comanche, Drew George kind of got banged up a little bit. It was kind of that. It was hard. You guys didn't get too much rhythm. It seemed like with some of your point getters, sort of say. It just was kind of a discombobulated, no momentum. Besides that one run in Tipton, Comanche, he had 3 forfeits in a row, and you get the points, but you don't get the mat time. Aaron comes back at 113 and gets a 4-2 decision. You were saying earlier that this guy was pretty tough.
Yeah, real high quality kid. I know he's ranked in 2A. I think he's like 6th in 2A. It was a good. Aaron was really looking forward to the match. I know this Everson kid was really looking forward to the match. Sudden victory overtime match. You always kind of like those as a coach to watch them, and 2 good high quality kids going at it, and they really performed well. It was a great match to watch.
Just the mentality of both of those guys wanting to face a quality ranked opponent. Nothing against anybody else you could throw out there. But the ranked guys, the guys that the 30 win or plus guys, they're going to want to see. They're looking for opportunities against other guys too, because obviously their goals are different.
Yeah, you seem to get. When you are ranked or in the top 10, you seem to get ducked a lot. A lot of guys will forfeit away from your stuff, but it's always nice to see high quality kids against high quality kids because that makes them both better. And then they need those matches for postseason, and maybe when we get up to Des Moines, if we are lucky enough to get up to Des Moines, you know, you see all of those matches. You know, all those 4-2 sudden victory matches, and you have to be used to those if you're constantly going out there and getting quick falls. It's pretty difficult to get ready for a 6-minute match or a 7-minute match.
Tanner Kleppe and at 126, Henry Hansen at 138 got pins. Big for them. They're looking better each time out.
I think so. I think both of them are improving. I know Henry is by far, and Tanner, you know, as a freshman, it's pretty tough being a 126-pounder as a freshman, and you know, you take your lumps, but he's improving every time he goes out, and that's what we want.
4 duels in 3 days, and you get more duels in 2 days when you go to Mount Air. Mount Air is, for people that don't know, is straight south of Winterset.
Yeah, it's like in southwest Iowa.
It's a ways.
It's a ways.
When did you guys have to leave for that?
We leave at like 11 o'clock in the morning. We have a 3:30 weigh-in. Usually takes us about 3.5 hours to get down there, approximately. It's a meet that we've gone to ever since I've been here, and I know a few years before I got here. I know one of our ADs before I was even here, set this up because he was from down there, from down in that area, and knew that Mount Air needed another team. He said, "Hey, let's just make it a weekend." It used to be you would get 2 dual meets on Friday night and 4 dual meets on Saturday. They changed the format last year to you wrestle everybody. So you can have 4 and 4, or this year we had 3 and 5, you know, because our bye just happened to be on a Friday night. But, excuse me, everybody there's 9 rounds, and it's really just run extremely well. And they have 4 mats in their big gym, and, you know, everybody's going at it all the time, and it's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun, you know, concept. The boys really enjoy going down there. Love going down there. We stay with a host family down there, so we get to stay in, you know, a person's home down there, and it's just a real good bonding, you know.
You guys see teams you won't. You won't. There's 2 Missouri teams in here. Obviously, we're not going to see them. As a wrestler, that'd be exciting. I would think. You guys sometimes might face a Illinois school. I think at Northeast Goose Lake every now and then.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of Iowa pride, if nothing else.
Yeah, I know that. I know the 2 Missouri teams that come up. I mean, I've known them for quite a while now, and they're always high quality teams. I know Lathrop was state champs last year in Missouri, so you know they had a good high quality team last year, and they had, I think they only lost 1 guy off of that team, so they were very, very, you know, Lathrop's a very good program, and Penny is too. They're out of Hamilton, Missouri. Penny High School out of Hamilton, Missouri, and they have a good solid program too, and it's just fun. I know the boys look forward to, you know, wrestling the Missouri kids, and you know it's good. Once again, a good, very, very, very good matches.
Harlan, Riverside, Shenandoah, Mount Air, obviously, Council Bluffs, St. Albert, Mount Sale, St. Mary's. Those are schools kind of around Mount Air in itself, or west a little bit. So yeah, one thing unique to this, and you guys ended up finishing 2 and 6 in the 8 duels. Got some recognition though. One thing unique to this tournament, they have all tournament team.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a neat little thing. I think each weight class, it appears, has like the outstanding wrestler for that weight class.
What they do is, if you are an 8-0 wrestler, if you've won every single match that you've been out there, if you've received a forfeit or won every match that's in, then you're on the all tournament team. So some weight classes might not have that, might not have, you know, an all tournament representative, but a school could have more than one. Like ours were Chase and Aaron. They both went 8-0 through the weekend. I know that Chase, I think, had 8 pins. I mean, he really wrestled well. He was aggressive. He was moving forward. He got a knee brace for his knee, and that seemed to work out pretty well for him. Aaron had a really good weekend. He wrestled, out of his 8 matches, he wrestled 4 guys that were ranked. 2 of the Missouri guys were ranked, and 2 of the Iowa guys were ranked. The Harlan kid at 113 and the Oakland Riverside kid, who's a 1A school, also is ranked at 113, and he won all those matches. I was really proud of his effort this weekend. He did a great job.
Now, both those guys are ranked themselves.
Mhm.
They continue to be in the top 5 of their weight
Mhm.
classes here in
Mhm.
1A. As we move ahead here, you guys have a duel tonight, pretty salty duel.
Yeah.
Then you guys go to Midland on Saturday, and then it's preparation for postseason. Next
That's what we do.
Saturday's conference.
Yep.
West Branch is the host site,
Mhm.
10 o'clock start. What will you guys, I mean, there's no practice time basically, in a way, left this week.
Well-
I mean, when you turn ahead, I mean, have you turned that page to postseason mentality and practice at this point, or do you wait till after this weekend?
I wait till after this weekend. We try to get into what I call it more of a postseason system starting next week. And we have certain things we do on Monday, certain things we do on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, obviously, we compete. And that's the way it's gonna be for the next 4 weeks, or no, 3 weeks. And then state
Well, right.
is Thursday, a Thursday, so it's kinda
Right.
condensed that week, if we're lucky enough to get people there. But otherwise, we just continue with the same process every week, and we start it on next Monday. And we're looking forward to it.
Okay, well, we'll catch up next week. We'll talk about tonight and Saturday,
Great.
and take a look ahead and kind of get a small preview of where you guys are going to stand, maybe for the conference tournament, who you might throw out there, and
Mhm.
who they might see. So, for head coach Jim Weisrock, my name's Ryan Stonebreaker, and we'll see you next week. Until then, we'll see you on the mat.